What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. You saw the title. You saw the thumbnail. We're talking clones with a twist. I got a recent pickup I just did a review on that's very much a clone with a twist, and it got me thinking. I've gotten several recently that kind of stand out, I would say, in the last year or so. That kind of a clone, kind of not. Smells similar to something, but not exactly that said something, so kind of a clone with a twist. So I've got a collection of 7 of my personal favorites that I totally think are worth picking up that you might want to look into. So let's discuss them. Stay tuned. Starting with one that I kind of like more than the original, because it's so freaking peppermint heavy. Armaf Club de Nuit Lionheart Man. Yeah, there's closer clones to smelling close to one-to-one carbon copy of Le Male Elixir, but it's like a peppermint bomb at the top. I like this more. I think you can pull this one off in the warmer weather, which I will be exploring that this summer. It's powdery, it's sweet, it's got that honeyed tone, a little earthiness, the tobacco accord, it's all the things are there. But the mint, cranked way up. I mean, smells like straight up peppermint candy. Like that kind of breath-freshening, cooling peppermint. Yeah. And I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Honestly, so far this year, I've reached for it more than actual Le Male Elixir, and that's probably going to be the case long term. Maybe in the cold weather, I would stick to the original, but any other time when it's cool on up to warm, this one, because I just really like the way the mint is done. Performance is really good. It's very much a clone with a twist, and I would encourage you to check it out if any of that sounds interesting. From Armaf Club de Nuit, Lionheart Man. It's kind of Aventus. It's kind of not. It's kind of Baccarat Rouge 540. It's kind of not. It's kind of Ultra Male. It's still kind of not. It's kind of all of them. And then again, it's kind of not. It's 9 p.m. Rebel from Afnan. They did good with this one. They did good. Really good performer. You get a little bit of Aventus's pineapple-y fruitiness. You get some of that sugary sweetness of BR 540 just a little bit with some of that like candied, caramelly, vanilla, powdery kind of accords of Ultra Male. Like all of those elements are there in this one bottle. Kind of a hybrid. And kind of... I know it's bold to say, but kind of better than having each individually. Because when you wrap all those accords up, this smells damn good. And it's very affordable. This was a very interesting release from them. At first, people were kind of skeptical. There was people who loved it. People that wrote it off as another Aventus-inspired dupe. And it's so much more than smelling like just Aventus. Like, I would say there's only like maybe 40% of this profile is Aventus. And maybe 40% of it's Ultra Male. And maybe 20% of it's Baccarat Rouge 540. And maybe you want to shave that percentage down somewhere and add another one into the fold. Because there's a lot going on here. This is actually quite the busy, affordable, sweet, fruity fragrance. It's really good if you like sweet, fruity fragrances. Obviously, I don't find it leans feminine at all. High compliment factor fragrance, affordable, and it performs really well. I think it's worth rolling the dice on, personally. You may love it, you may not. If you don't try it, obviously you won't find out. Again, this from Afnan, 9 p.m. Rebel. The fragrance that sparked this video topic in the first place, new from Paris Corner in their Lord d'Espoir line. This is called Serene Grove. This is supposed to be Pacific Chill from Louis Vuitton. I'm sticking to my guns on it's like 60 to 70% because there's no citron apricot combo here. It's more of a, I've always said from the start, kind of smells like honeydew melon, even though that's not listed. It does have some peach that it settles into, but kind of a fruity, appley, bergamot meets grapefruit-esque citrus kind of smell with some slight melon accords, and it dries into some peach. So very different from citron, basically lemon, and apricot. God, it smells so good, though. Still watery tropical green. You get a little bit of mint that gives it that fresh green feel at the top, but it settles into a spicy green basil accord, and it gets a little bit woodsy. That's why I say, yeah, it reminds, yeah, Pacific Chill. Like when somebody mentioned it in the comments, I was like, okay, that makes sense, but this ain't no carbon copy. I would not call this a clone of. I would say it's inspired by or a clone with a twist of Pacific Chill, which I actually prefer. Because if you want carbon copy, go That's pretty much the closest I've tried. I know there's other ones out there, and so right now somebody's going to type Alexandria this, Dua that, name that company this, name this company that. Everybody's got their favorites. That's great. A lot of them smell close to to Pacific Chill. Coastal Breeze from Luciano for me would be the one if I'm trying to get close but no cigar. It would be that one. But the twist here makes this more interesting and makes it less redundant to have this with other things that smell like Pacific Chill or Pacific Chill itself. I'm a fan. This was my scent of the day 2 days ago. It smells great. It's my favorite of the three. I think it was the most interesting. Don't get me wrong. This is supposed to be LV Symphony from what I understand. It is like lemonade and then dries into spicy ginger. I don't know if it's a direct copy or clone with a twist. I've never smelled LV Symphony, but I can tell you as a standalone, this is great. I wore that before I wore this because this goes right here in my weekly rotation. But as you can tell, digging both of them. They're in the rotation this week. So much so that this sparked its own video topic with other fragrances. So I would encourage you to check this one out if any of that sounds good. From Paris Corner, this is L'Or d'Espoir, Serene Grove. Just a fun fragrance, leans feminine, not for everyone. I get it. Yum Pistachio Gelato from Khair. Well, Paris Corner came out with a version that's much more fluffy, airy, fresh. Not as ice creamy gelato, tomato. Khair Pistachio from Paris Corner. This is still a super fun fragrance. Cotton candy, warm rum, minty geranium, whipped cream, spice, nuttiness from pistachio. There's all kinds of stuff going on in this one. It just smells so good. It always puts a smile on my face. This is a fun, fluffy, very youthful, playful, candy-like fragrance. Not for everyone. I get it. This is going to be way too feminine for a lot of guys. But guys that like to have something whimsical in their rotation from time to time, that's what this is. Just a fun night out with your lady where you know she's going to love how you smell because it's something she's going to want to wear or has or maybe stole your bottle. Because, yeah, it leans feminine. It's very much a cotton candy, ice cream type of fragrance, right? But it's fun. It's fun. If you want a whimsical fragrance in your rotation, I think everybody should have that one. Candy-like, not your typical out-of-your-comfort zone type of fragrance. That's where this comes in. It is not a direct copy of Yum Pistachio Gelato. This is more inspired by, this is probably in that 70 to 80% range. It's pretty close, but it's got more of this fluffy freshness to it that I think makes it quite fun. Really good performer, too. You can choke yourself out with this one. Easy on the sprays. So, another one, Paris Corner, Khair Pistachio. Now, Angel Share has been cloned to death. This one loaded with the booze and the spice and the sweet and all that stuff, but I find it's a bit more fruity up top. I like that twist. The quality's really good. The performance is pretty ridiculously strong and stout, I have to say. From Dumont Celerio Epic, one of my favorites. Probably my most recommended besides the Nitro Reds from Dumont would be this. Because, yeah, if you like Angel Share, you're bound to like this one. It's stout too. Loads of cinnamon, fruity, spicy, sweet, boozy. Very, very boozy. It has that cognac accord. Oh, loads of cinnamon though. Whew, man, super fiery, hot, spice, and fruity at the top. This is good stuff. Monster performer. Affordable. Quality's really, really good. Probably, yeah, looking at this, probably the highest quality fragrance of the 7 in this particular video. I would say this is the best quality smell of the bunch. Yeah, this is a good one. This is a banger. I mean, all of them are. That's why it's a, intimate collection of 7 and not some random collection of 10 or 15. Just to reach at least 10, I put it down to this specific collection of fragrances because these are the ones that I'm like, yeah, these are the clones with a twist that I enjoy personally that you might want to check out. And this being one, it's my favorite twist on Angel Share. So much so, I don't see the point in owning Angel Share. And I've had decants in the past. I've got other clones of Angel Share. I've got niche fragrances that have similarity to Angel Share. Like I've got Angel Share Fatigue. I've got so many things that smell similar to it. But when it comes to affordable stuff, this is the one for me. And I've got about a dozen of them that are affordable. This is the best of the bunch, in my personal opinion. And from Dumont Celerio Epic. So Absolute Aventus from Creed hit the scene in recent years and made a big splash and got cloned to death. And this is more of a twist. This was my favorite affordable release in 2024. It was like $35 right away. 35, 40 bucks. And yeah, the reason I like it so much is they have this white blossoms, white flowery accord in the heart that kind of give it a little bit of a twist of some character that changes it for the better. It's Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. I've raved about this one since it came out last year. This is signature scent worthy. It has all those elements, the spicy, fruity, citrus side of all of, that, and the woods and everything of Absolute Aventus, but that white, kind of creamy, white floral heart just kind of brings it together, because Armaf Club de Nuit Precious, if you're looking for like really close, that one's really good. But if you want something with a little bit of a twist that brings a bit of a different nuance change to kind of change the profile enough to where it's not super redundant, it kind of brings something of its own to the table. That's where this one comes in. Quality's really good. Afnan's known for good quality. We'll do 2 sprays in the air. Smelling it makes me want to wear it. Great bottle too. And ironically enough, literally after I record this, white cements. What a coincidence! It just dawned on me. We got the white cements came in while I've been gone. I was in Alabama for a competition last week. A family emergency. 3 days later, I had to go to Louisiana. I've been all over the South this past 8-9 days. So, because I always like to bring up the cement splatter print from like the white cements on the floors. Just happen to have them right there within arm's reach, because I'm about to do that video after this video on my sneaker channel, TLTG Kicks. If you're not subscribed and you're into sneakers, this is a great everyday fragrance. I would strongly encourage checking this out again. If you like Absolute Aventus, but you want to experience something with a little bit of a twist, again, it's not a real flowery fragrance. It doesn't make it feminine in any way. It just adds this depth that's not necessarily lacking. You just didn't know you would. I didn't know I would enjoy. I didn't know I was missing out on this until I actually smelled this. And it's like, oh, that makes it better. Yeah, it's that good. Afnan Supremacy Collector's Edition. And last but not least, speaking of Creed Aventus, my favorite twist on the DNA always has been from the moment I've smelled this fragrance. It's fruitier, it's lemon heavy, it's smoky magic. It is Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. Still the best of the bunch to me. I do love the X-Straight. EDT's what started everything. The oil's pretty damn good. It goes really well with the X-Straight. Dab the oil, spray the X-Straight on top because they're the same profile. That's more of a musky, smoky lemon. This is fruity. Very fruity, lemon heavy, but a lot of pineapple apple here. Very, very fruity. This is a smoother, fruitier twist. It's the best opening of the bunch, in my opinion. It's all that musky, woodsy, slight leathery feel. Little hint of sweetness. Man, this is a good one. Oh, man. Speaking of things, when I smell it, I want to wear it. We're going to wear that today. I love it too much. It's been, several weeks since the last time I wore it. So I'm a sucker for that fragrance. I just am. Save the best for last kind of thing. That's the poster child for this topic for me personally, because it's my favorite affordable way to smell like Aventus. I wear it way more than my bottle of Aventus. I've got Aventus and Aventus cologne. Hell, we got a decant of triple aged Absolute Aventus right here. I've got other, multiple carded samples of Absolute Aventus. I don't need Absolute Aventus. A lot of these like twists and inspirations I like more. But man, when it comes to Aventus, that's the one for me. It's got the right nuanced twist. I always found the lemon to be an interesting twist on the DNA, and it's, harsh and chemical smelling to a lot of people with the EDT, but the limited edition Parfum did it right. It smoothed out the lemon just right. So I would strongly, if by now you haven't tried it, encourage checking this one out. This is still my favorite affordable Aventus twist, Aventus clone, Aventus alternative. Call it whatever the hell you want. It just smells great. It's Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition Parfum. Well, that's the 7. We could have did more than 7, but I wanted to keep it into an intimate collection of what's kind of the cream of the crop for me when it comes to clones with a twist. And this inspired the video topic. This is my newest favorite clone with a twist that I've really been digging. So thank you guys for checking out the video. There's links down below through YouTube Shopping Network, places like Joma Shop and Fragrance Net and all that, as well as links in the video description for fragrance buy and places like that. If you want to check out any of these, of course, you don't have to buy nothing to watch these videos. I just appreciate you spending some time with me here this morning. So make sure to like and subscribe before you leave. We'll see you on the next one.